faith disturbing.
The war is over. Lord Sidious promised us peace. We only want...
Surely you can do better.
All right. That's enough clips. What's up, guys? How's it going? I am early. I'm streaming early right now. It is 5:30 Pacific time here in the United States. This is typically the time that I would stream if I was doing like unlimited tirade with different co-hosts, but given the co-hosts that I have, they live on the other side of the pond, fellas. So that's typically why I do a late night stream. It's because I have to stream with my Aussies. Real quick before we get into all this fuckery that's going on, there is no unlimited tirade episode, as you guys can tell, tonight. We moved it over next week for episode 7. That's where we're going to be discussing some of the in-between stuff, as I've said before, between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, leading up to our Revenge of the Sith anniversary special that is going to be streamed on the 24th of April, the day before Revenge of the Sith is supposedly hitting theaters from Disney, re-releasing the movie. So yeah, just wanted to do a little bit of a solo stream earlier in the day for you guys. I am going out tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my lads, go get some beers in. But real quick, we had to talk about this fuckery, man. There is a lot of bullshit going on, and I have just about had it. That tears it. I tell you what, kind of feeling going on right now. But real quick, I just want to highlight we got a few people that hopped in so early. Either way, sick. Hail, oddball. How's it going? Good to see you, man. SWA, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Nice. And then we got my brother Narrow Dark. It's decrepiting time. How's it going, bro? Super stupid sneak peek is awful. Oh, the Superman sneak peek. I saw that, man. I actually saw that like a couple minutes ago before I started the stream. I actually watched that video. Yeah. I'm not really going to get into that. Like I said, I mostly want to talk about the bullshit going on with Disney Star Wars right now. We did get the reveal of Underground or Star Wars Tales of the Underground or whatever the fuck they wanted to call that shit. And then you got this fuckery going on with John Boyega bitching and complaining about fans and their racism. So yeah, and Nintendo. I just watched the Nintendo Direct stuff. I'm going to talk a little bit about that because I fucking hate Nintendo. I cannot stand Nintendo. They really grind my fucking gears. But yeah, shout out to all of you guys in the chat watching, man. If you guys are catching this on the replay and you guys wanted to hear me rant and rave like a fucking crazy old coot, I welcome you as well. Thank you so much for being here and watching this. So yeah, man, it hit the fucking news, I want to say the day before yesterday, and John Boyega had to go and he had to go open his fat fucking mouth, man. He just had to say something. A lot of people were on John Boyega's side, actually. I'm not a particular fan of the movies he starred in for Lucasfilm at all whatsoever, but I will say that I felt his plight when he got put to the forefront and put on the front of these posters. And not so much for China. He doesn't want to bring that up. But yeah, John Boyega was put at the forefront as like a main character for the sequel trilogy from Star Wars. And what happens to it? He gets pushed back. He gets stepped aside for Rey, for good old Rey Palpatine. And that's all. That's actually the only line that he had, man. That was one of his main lines in the movies, was yelling out, Rey! Rey! I am, you guys can tell quickly as well that I am full of energy tonight, or this evening, I should say. It's not as late in the day, so I have a little bit more for you guys to offer up. Real quick, Narrow Dark said, I wonder if he has told to say that by Disney since he might be returning to Star Wars. That's exactly what I was thinking, bro. That's exactly where I'm going with this. But so I'm not fucking plagiarizing. I want to get everything verbatim, word for word. I'm going to pull up this fucking article with that details exactly what the fuck this guy said. And let's get this up. Variety article. Bam. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And just to let you know, man, Mr. Grizzy is streaming right now as well. So, depending on how long I go, I'm gonna revert everybody to go check out Mr. Grizzy. He's doing a shill watch along this evening, so go check him out after you guys watch me tonight. So, John Boyega, this is reported from Variety.com. John Boyega says Star Wars is so white that a black person existing in it is a big deal. Toxic fans are okay with us playing the friend, but we can't touch their heroes. First of all, go fuck yourself, dude. Go majorly fuck yourself up your ass with a fucking stormtrooper blaster that you supposedly hated holding so much. We can't touch their heroes. I want you to firmly apologize to Mace Windu, first and foremost. Apologize to Lando Calrissian. And I know he said everyone jumps to those two guys, but dude, those motherfuckers weren't side characters at all. Like Return of the Jedi, Lando Calrissian became a main character, and Lando Calrissian was introduced as a friend in the second movie of the fucking franchise, and then he gets put onto the forefront as like a main character in Return of the Jedi. He blew up the goddamn Death Star, dude. He blew up the second Death Star. I really don't want to hear that shit. And Mace Windu was a pivotal, crucial component to the turning of Anakin Skywalker to the dark side. He was a main character in Star Wars, the prequels. He fought against Darth Sidious, aka Emperor Palpatine. I do not want to hear that fucking ruse. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I am very triggered tonight, guys. I am very fucking pissed off. I am on a solo tirade. I am on a fucking tantrum tonight. So we're going to go ahead and read this bullshit. Oh my gosh, this makes me so fucking mad. John Boyega called out Star Wars for being so white during an interview as part of the new Apple TV Plus original of course it's on Apple TV Plus. Original documentary #1 on the call sheet, Black Leading Men in Hollywood. You know, dude, real quick before we get into this even further, dude, I just want to say that we didn't have this whole fucking microscope of race that we do now in 2025 about roughly, I want to say, like, what, like, was it like 20 years ago, even further than that, like 30 years ago. Motherfuckers were just actors. People were just actors. I didn't look at movies with Will Smith and go, wow, what a fucking strong black man. Like, what a wow. I can't believe it, man. He did it. Look at him. He's making it out there. I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. I watched Everybody Hates Chris growing up. I watched Family Matters growing up. I didn't fucking concentrate on the fact that all these families and sitcom movies that my family and me were watching were led by black people or black actors. They were just fucking actors, dude. People aren't born like this. They're made into this. I'm really telling you. They have this victim mentality, these fucking famous, exactly, Neurodark, exactly. These Hollywood elite, it's hard to take them serious when they all act like fucking pussy crybaby victims. This is just, I really can't. I'm all over the place tonight, so please excuse me if I jumble words and I can't talk this straight through, but this is just like fucking, this is just barbaric, disgusting shit. I didn't give a fuck about characters' races until, or I still don't give a fuck. I was about to say until, but that's misspeaking. I still don't give a fuck about the race of characters unless you're drastically changing the race. Like if you make Daredevil a Puerto Rican, like that doesn't make sense. If you make Iron Man a black man, well, you know, we got Ironheart coming out, so it's going to be a black woman. But yeah, like we have all of these characters getting race swapped, and you're not supposed to say anything. You're supposed to shut up, because if you say anything, you're going to be a racist. You're going to be labeled as a fucking person that has the wrong think message in your brain. You don't have the right message, the right propaganda to push. So you need to shut the fuck up. I really can't stand this shit, dude. This is just like, exactly, man. This is the Hollywood mind virus, the woke mind virus that has infiltrated everything that you fucking love, from video games to music to fucking movies, television shows, cartoons, you fucking name it. Even in your comic books and your novels, it's everywhere. and you can't escape it. Not in America, especially. You know what? I'm like I said, I'm all over the place. I'm pretty sure there's other countries that have it far worse than America with this shit. So I'm not gonna. I'll bite my tongue on that note because I live in America, so I can only have the mentality of what's going on over here. So anyway, John Boyega called it. Okay, I already read that. Boyega debuted as Finn in Star Wars: The Force Awakens and reprised the character in The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. His role in the sequel trilogy led to online harassment from racist and toxic star. Show receipts. Show receipts. Where is this fucking harassment coming from? I'm sure there's a couple bad apples in the fandom, but I fucking can't stand it when these people label us all as fucking toxic, racist, homophobic people that can't stand to see different things hit the fucking franchises that we love. Show fucking receipts. I am not accepting this label that you put on me until you show receipts. And you can't even put that on me. I refuse to apologize for something that I have no part in. I refuse to fucking feel sorry and feel bad for something that I am not doing. I really fucking you have to excuse me. I had to close a tab. But anyway, yeah, his blah 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 blah. Okay. His role in the sequel trilogy led to online harassment. Okay, I got that. Upset with a black actor playing a lead hero in space franchise. Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most widest elite space. Where is this coming from, dude? I feel like this is not him talking. I feel like after all the leaks and little footage that we've gotten of John Boyega like running his mouth, he's talked shit about Disney, like maybe not blatantly. It feels blatantly to me, but it came out that he was not a fan of the way Disney ran him up the ringer, ran him through the ringer for those fucking sequel films. He was not happy about that. The whole like, oh, you're not going to Disney Plus me, like, oh, like I don't know if I'm coming back. Matter of fact, real quick, I'm going to stop sharing the article just so we can show this video footage because I'm just, oh my God. Oh, I'm sharing this one real quick because this is like a nice little video that can go hand in hand with this. Where the fuck is it? Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, can you guys see this? Exactly. This does not sound like something he would say about Star Wars. Exactly, my friend. So here we go. This right here is from an interview. What we have on screen. This is an interview that he did 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay.
Market a black actor and
switch it. Yeah.
You don't do it with white actors. You don't do it.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with him there. Disney has plentiful done switch and bait with white actors. Ewan McGregor in his own fucking Kenobi show, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Reva, however you say that bitch's name. No? Ring a bell? No? That motherfucker was not even the main character in his own titled show. It was a Reva show. The Reva show featuring Obi-Wan Kenobi and little kid Leia Skywalker. That's what the show was about. It was about Reva. It was about her and her journey. Fuck Obi-Wan.
Don't tease no black. You know what that does to black people? You know how you guys got everybody motivated around Black Panther? So don't think you can have this skill set where you're gonna put everybody on plasters. You got white people.
I'm glad you said that. Put everybody on posters, but you didn't mention the Chinese poster. I don't know if he's ever brought that poster up, but he refuses to bring up the Chinese poster, right? Because he was made tiny, so tiny on that one, so tiny.
You got white people and black people excited, and then we come in and they in it for 5 minutes. You know, they die.
Okay, that's your beef with Disney, bro. That's your beef with the company, the corporation, not the fans, right? This is his words right here. He's saying this right here, okay? This is his beef with the corporation.
At the beginning, it's like, oh, they the best friend. Where is the character?
Where's the?
I mean,
yeah, the company wrote you like that. You weren't even Ray's best friend. You were her lapdog, if you will, man. John, God damn, dude. I don't fucking like these movies, by the way. These movies are shit. But I even fucking shared the sentiment that the Force Awakens people had. Like, you're going to introduce this character and then you're going to fucking make him sound like, oh, like a Force-sensitive former stormtrooper, even though that kind of sounds like a rip of Kyle Katarn. Does it not? Wasn't Kyle an Imperial agent or stormtrooper? One of the two. I have to go reread and refresh on Dark Forces lore, but I'm pretty sure Kyle was damn near a stormtrooper in the Imperial Army, and he was force sensitive. So another great example of Disney they don't take things right. They don't have no source material, but it looks like there was some source material for you to get an idea of maybe one of the most intriguing ideas of a character that you could have come up with. But no, he became the Ray yeller. He was screaming for Ray. Right?
Best friend.
Mark,
Where is the
what-
character?
where's the-
I mean, we
yeah.
can feel it on set. It's like, yeah, we don't need you.
On set with the producers and the directors, so they treated you bad. Okay, he's saying it, not me.
Come on, bye. Oh, we're not in this. You can feel it.
Will you play the character again?
At this point, I'm cool off it. I think Finn is at a good confirmation point where you can just enjoy him in other things, the games, the animation. But
Right.
at this point, I'm cool off it.
You're cool off it, so you're not coming back to Disney, right? Right? He's not coming back to Disney. That's what is that what this means? Because that's what he's saying right here. He's not coming it. He wasn't coming back to the character. Okay, we're gonna stop sharing that one now. I just wanted to show everybody that little clip really, really quickly. And we're gonna get back to the article. We're gonna get back to the article right now. Kyle had a name and a family, and Finn didn't. So I feel like they're different enough. Is that sarcasm, Narrow Dark? I was excited to see Finn, and then Wright fucked it all up. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like like I said, I don't co-sign the sequel trilogy. I don't co-sign the idea. But if you had an opportunity to make an interesting character, that was it, and you done fucked it up. Bam, let's go real quick. You can always tell it's something when Star Wars fans try to say, well, he had Lando Calrissian and Samuel L. Jackson. Put some respect on Mace Windu's name, by the way. You know Lando's name, but you don't know the fucking second most powerful Jedi on the Jedi Council, part of the Galactic Republic. You don't know his name? Mace Windu. Respect on it. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are in the cookie dough. It's like they're just scattered that in there, bro. What the fuck? What are you saying, bro? You sound so unintelligent. This paragraph right here, oh my God, my fucking cursor. I'm going to throw this goddamn mouse. This paragraph highlighted right here in the red that I got right here. This is such an unintelligent form of speaking and opinion and thought process that I'm the cookie chips and the cookie dough thing. That's what a liberal 18-year-old girl would try to tell me. This sounds nothing like a grown-ass man who had a gripe with the company on how they treated him and how they promoted him through their film and then threw him to the side like a fucking rag. Yeah, this is... Oh, my God, dude. Somebody check on John Boyega. Somebody get a wellness check on this man. See if he's okay, doing okay. Because after all this backlash, ooh, buddy, I wouldn't feel good about going out in public for a while. They're okay with us playing the best friend, but once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much. They're pandering. What? What the fuck? Oh my God. I'm saying oh my God to you right now, but who hands them the script? Who hands these people all the same fucking script? I can't with this right now, dude. While also acknowledging that being cast in the franchise was a fundamental moment in his career. You know what, dude? I hear you, because I saw the video of him talking about when he got the call for Force Awakens and how he lost his shit and like, oh my God, he's going to be a main character in Star Wars. He's going to be a Jedi character. That's what he thought. Everyone thought it. And look what they did to him. Look what they did. He first aired his grievances to GQ magazine in 2020 about Disney fumbling of diversity in his Star Wars trilogy. He said at the time, what I would say to Disney is to not bring out a black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise than they are, and then have them pushed to the side. It's not good. I'll say it straight up. Yes, he did say that. He had problems with the corporation. You guys knew what to do with Daisy Ridley. You guys knew what to do with Adam Driver. Yeah, no, they didn't, bro. No, they did not. They did not know what to do with Daisy Ridley. They did not know what to do with Adam Driver. They didn't know what they were doing with the whole fucking trilogy. They had no idea. But when it came to Kelly Marie Tran, when it came to John Boyega, fuck all. You know what? It sounds like your grievance is really with Ryan Johnson. It sounds like your problem is with him. So why don't you go call him up or DM him or get your agent to hit up Ryan Johnson, because that's who your real beef is with. Yeah, that's what I think you should do. I enjoyed being the part of it. It was a great experience. No. I'll take that deal when it's a great experience. They gave all the nuance to Adam Driver. What? Nuance? Oh my, holy fuck. Let's be honest. Daisy knows this. Adam knows this. Everybody knows this. I'm not exposing anything. You're right. You're not exposing anything, dude. Everyone saw this happen in real time. And honestly, there was no nuance to Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley. Those characters no one gave a fuck about the mystery behind them or the alluding to what they could be more of. I mean, if anyone thought anything about any character, it was about Rey. And oh, she was a nobody, and then she was a Palpatine, and then she took the name Skywalker. Oh, fuck me. I can't take this serious, dude. Boyega later revealed to THR that a Disney executive reached out to him following his GK interview. Yeah, that right there was the shut the fuck up and take these Disney dollars. Be quiet. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. The Disney executive that reached out to him probably was like, hey, you need to shut the hell up or we're going to send a mouse with a bat to your mom's house. He said he had a very honest and very transparent, yeah, we're going to cap you, we're going to bust your fucking kneecaps if you don't shut up, with the Disney executive. There was a lot of explaining on their end in terms of the way they saw things. Yeah, and you were okay with it, and then you bent over and said, more Mouska dick, please. More Mouseketeer dick. They gave me a chance also to explain what my experience was like. Is this like a I'm sorry you feel that way kind of like thing that's going on here? I'm really sorry that you feel that way. Oh my god, fucking passive aggressive bullshit. They gave me a chance also to explain, okay, I'd hope that me being so open with my career at this stage would help the next man. The guy that you mean the next black man or the next black guy? The next guy that wants to be the assistant DOP, the guy that wants to be a producer. I hope that the conversation is not such a taboo or elephant in the room now because someone just came and said it. Because I'm a trailblazer. I'm oh my god, I can't even get the word right. I'm making a difference. I'm setting the status quo. I'm making the change that needs to happen. God, dude. It's like once people become like part of the actor pool, everything that they say, they consider like the gold standard. What they say and what they regard and what they get quoted is like going to get tattooed on some little white girl's forehead or or a fucking tramp stamp tattoo of like a college girl. Number one on the call sheet, Black Leading Men in Hollywood is now available on stream on Apple TV. All right, that's all the nonsense that came out of that Variety article real quick. Nothing in the chat. All right, we can keep going. And then Screen Rant came out and they did a response saying about this is pretty much backing their concept up that they wanted to see John Boyega star in another Star Wars film, basically, and how that's not going to happen now. So Screen Rant, here we go. They're bitching right here, saying after John Boyega's latest comments, I'm pretty much giving up on seeing Finn in Star Wars New Jedi Order movie. You should give up on seeing that movie. You should not see that movie. You should not go see it because that movie is going to be DOA, Dead on Arrival. It's going to be fucking trash, garbage. I was holding out hope that we would see John Boyega return to the role of Finn in Rey's upcoming Star Wars movie, rumored to be titled Star Wars New Jedi Order. But after Boyega's most recent interview, I sadly think that's very unlikely. John Boyega directly called out racism in Star Wars. Oh, what the fuck? He called out racism in Star Wars in a recent interview, highlighting not only how few black characters have been in Star Wars movies and TV shows, especially in leading roles, but also how resistant to black characters the Star Wars fandom is. Show receipts. And you know what? The amazing kudos to the people that are in the ears of all these actors and these famous people and these elitists and all these promoters, agents, and what have you, who the handlers of all these people. Kudos to you for filling in the lies and deceit that the fans are the problems and the fans have issues. And that's why there's so much backlash on shows like The Acolyte or characters like Riva or like who the fuck else has they tried to come out with, man? Like, honestly, like, kudos to them for like spreading this disinformation that the fans hate them because they're black. It's really working wonders out here. The fans hate it because it's fake Star Wars. That is why we hate it. We hate it because it's fake Star Wars. This is not our Star Wars. This is fake Disney Star Wars. We don't hate you because of your skin color. We hate you because of, we don't even hate you. We don't even hate the actor. We are playing a role. We hate the character because the character is a fake character and not our characters. That is why we hate him. All right? You got that? I doubt you got that, but, you know, I'll let it sink in. This isn't the first time Boyega and other actors of color have addressed the franchise issue with racism. Where are you getting this? Oh, my God, where are you getting this? Following the backlash to The Acolyte, Amanda Stenberg, remember her? Remember her? We're so bored. Don't fuck with your discourse. Many actors from that show voiced their disappointment and frustration with the outright vitriol I love that word, vitriol, they've experienced in response, and the franchise's reticence to address these online attacks. Show receipts. Show the screenshots of the attacks. Show it all now. And I bet you it's like, what, 4 people on a fucking 600,000 view video? There's probably like 3 or 4 people. Yeah? Show receipts. Even with this history, I had perhaps naively hoped we'd see Boyega's return, but John Boyega's interview suggests that his return is all but out of the question. I'm telling you right now, dude. John Boyega's gonna come back. He got a Disney check. He got Disney money in his pocket. That's why he's crying about fans and the racism right now. That's the narrative that Disney wants to put out there because it makes them look like a victim. The billion-dollar corporation wants to be victimized for racism. Okay? Okay. John Boyega, okay, I already read that. Even though everyone thought Finn was going to be a Jedi. And now, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what J.J. Abrams had in mind, was to get this guy the lightsaber, the Force, and all that shit. But, you know, Rian Johnson had to ruin his little plans because they were playing Star Wars Mad Libs or Ad Libs. And they were, I was thinking of that video when I said that right now. That's why I said that. But yeah, that was totally a clusterfuck on their part. I don't give a fuck about it because the whole story's trash. It's fake Star Wars. But yeah, self-implosion, retardation, suicide. While this issue extends beyond just John Boyega's experience playing Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, it's much more widespread than that. Boyega has plenty of personal reasons for being frustrated with this pattern in Star Wars. Specifically, everyone believed Finn was going to be a Jedi. In fact, many believed he was going to be the Jedi in the sequel trilogy. That's what I thought too. When I saw the Force Awakens trailer, I thought Rey was going to be the side character, side friend, little friend, whatever. I thought Rey was going to be that, and then Finn was going to be the Jedi. That's what I thought, but that's not what happened. Marketing for Star Wars: The Force Awakens and many scenes within that movie heavily hinted that Finn was a Jedi, which included him wielding Anakin Skywalker's iconic blue lightsaber multiple times. Yeah, and he faced off against Kylo Ren, the movie's leading dark side Force user. Rey was much more hesitant to do so, yet Finn's Force sensitivity was never overtly confirmed in the sequels. Yeah, even though at the Rise of fucking Palpatine movie, Rise of Douchebag film, Finn said, "Oh, I feel it." There was a whole lot of feelings going around in there, and Finn didn't get to say what he meant to Rey because he didn't tell her. Rey, I never told you. All that bullshit. God, that dialogue is so bad. Worse still, Finn was clearly sidelined in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. He had a relatively prominent role in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, given his arc with Rose Tico. It's not about it's not about saving. How does that dialogue go? It's about saving what we love. That was an arc. That was such a respectful arc. Yes, it was. I can't. Oh my God. Some may try to claim this had nothing to do with race. Some may try to claim. Some. The majority of the fans are saying that it had nothing to do with race. There, I fixed it for you. The majority of fans I can't even talk right. The majority of fans claim this had nothing to do with race, but two of the most important sequel trilogy characters, both of whom are played by actors of color. How was Kelly Marie Tran? How was Rose Tico an important character? Because her sister died in the Resistance, so she was like the widow sister of like a really important person in the Resistance. Is that why she's important? Tell me. Being pushed to the side doesn't feel coincidental, especially because Star Wars faced backlash for these characters because they suck, because the writing sucks, not because they're black and Asian. That's why they suck. New Jedi Order is coming. I hope it doesn't. Among Star Wars upcoming movies getting the most attention, and many were hoping to see John Boyega return and reprise his roles fit in the movie. Oh yeah, he was gonna come around and be like, Rey, I know I'm the father. That Oh my God, dude. Rey, it's my baby Rey. Oh, I'm having fun right now. I don't even give a fuck if nobody's watching. I'm having a good time right now. One prominent theory was that Finn would have been trained by Rey in the time since the rise of Skywalker, perhaps even leading the Jedi Order alongside her as a master. He'd be the new Mace Windu. He'd be the new Mace Windu. New Mace Windu, Jedi Order Mace Windu. Oh, fuck my life. This is fun. While this obviously couldn't change what was done with his characters in the sequels, it would at least finally give Finn the story he always deserved. Why couldn't they do it the first fucking time, you dumb, stupid, dense motherfucker? This would also be a win for the franchise in general, as Finn becoming a Jedi would offer something truly new in Star Wars. How is it new? We've seen this story with Kyle Katarn, you dumb fuck. Oh my gosh. Kyle Katarn is just getting fucked over left and right, and nobody knows who he is in the Disney fandom. None of them know who he is. This is a thrilling prospect in the sequels, and although the trilogy wasted the opportunity, there you go, you finally said something right. It would still be exciting to see it in the Jedi Order. Oh, it sucked, but I'm looking forward to the new one. That sounds like another Star Wars fucking person that I know about. Fucking fence rider people. Unfortunately, John Boyega's interview really does seem to suggest we won't be seeing him on the Star Wars screen ever again. In the same interview, Boyega explained this heavily hints they're okay with playing. Okay, I already read that bullshit. Da 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 da. Daisy Ridley's Rey is currently the only character confirmed for New Jedi Order. Yeah, because it's all about her. And the Rise of Skywalker obviously positioned her as the future of the Jedi. This makes it clear that she will continue to lead. Ironically, though, Ridley herself said Rey's story can't continue without Finn and Poe. Sadly, she and Lucasfilm may not have a choice in the matter based on how Boyega is feeling. Honestly, I can't blame Boyega for feeling this way. I would certainly never begrudge him for choosing not to return. I share Boyega's view both in terms of how Finn, Rose, and other characters of color were treated throughout the sequels, and regarding the need for Star Wars Lucasfilm to finally address the issue of racism within the fan base and the franchise. Where are you getting this shit? Show receipts, show evidence, or you can shut the fuck up, or you can stop fucking crying. Show evidence or stop fucking crying. Really, come on. I'm saddened to realize that the odds of John... Good, be sad, cry about it. Womp womp, cry harder. Dumb fucking bitch. I'm done with this article. Let's get this out of here. Oh my gosh. These people are fucking retarded, dude. These people are so fucking stupid. Real quick, I'm going to get caught up in the chat so you guys don't think I'm ignoring you. So we got Darth Pause, a.k.a. Darth Luke. Maybe black characters can stop crying about racism for no reason. We won't talk about them. They put it on themselves. Exactly. These people, these particularly actors of color are the ones that get the fucking, like, I don't want to say they get the balls to do it. They can fucking say something if they feel like mistreated or misplaced, but your fucking hatred is misplaced. Your beef is not with the fans, it's with the companies. Dude, like I keep saying, dude, kudos to these corporations that have turned it around to convince everyone that the fans are the problem. They don't like what this is what the corporations say. They don't like what we are making. They must be racist. They must hate gay people. They must be phobic of fat people. They must not like women. They say all of this shit to get you to be vilified for speaking out your grievances against the bullshit and the horse fucking manure that they love to serve you on a bronze plate that's rusted, not even a silver plate. You get a rusted bronze plate. Oh my gosh. Like who they all hand their actors of color the same script. The same fucking script. Amanda Stenberg bitching and moaning and what was she doing? She was fixing her hair after that stupid music video she put out. She was, oh my God, why is this thing always fucking with me? There we go. I want to see the orange. Anyway, Amanda Stenberg bitching and moaning, but like nonchalantly acting unbothered as she's like doing a video where she's doing her makeup and her hair, saying like the racism, the vitriol, the jealousy, the bigotry. Like these people are reading a fucking script. How can you not get it through your guys' heads? Do not give this shit. Don't pay it no mind. I'm paying it mind right now because I'm furious. I actually didn't get to read into this full. I watched whose video did I watch? I watched Star Wars Scran's video this morning. Shout out to Scran. I watched his video this morning on it, and it kind of gave me a little insight. I watched fucking Fence Rider Theory's video on it, and that's the one thing I can agree with him about is that this is fucking stupid. I never thought I'd say I agree with Star Wars Theory about something, but yeah. And he's live right now, and he's whining about it with his co-hosts on his show. And look, everyone's talking about this right now, man. But nobody wants to talk about the real problem, the corporations. All of us, like OG and EU purists, we know what the problem is because it's not our Star Wars, and we don't accept this story as canon. We don't accept these characters as canon. We don't accept none of this bullshit that they try to put on a plate for you. I don't accept none of it. Neither should you. You are not the problem. The corporations are the fucking problem. The fans are not the problem. Go fucking suck a dick, dude. That's how I feel about it. Corporations can suck my dick. My God. Does John Boyega? He's not even going to be on the next poster, bro. He's not going to be on the next poster. He's gone because white supremacy or something. Exactly. Yeah. They lash out. They need to learn impulsive controls. No, because once actors and famous people got on social media, everyone just finally saw them for what they really were. And that's honestly one of the biggest downfalls of Hollywood is knowing the opinions and thoughts of all these famous people. Like all of you poor, racist, broke people that come and pay and fill up the theaters and pay for our movies, you're the problem. Not us. Not us. It's carefully orchestrated. You got to give them props for orchestrating it like this. I keep saying it, man. Kudos to you guys and you corporations. Kudos to all of you guys for flipping the script on society and making it sound like the fans are the fucking problem and not you for the shit stories that you put up. And then you prop all of these poor people. I'm not even talking about them and their skin color anymore. You prop up these people as like on their pedestal of pity and be like, oh, how could you say that about this person? She's a woman. She's a black person. He's a black person. He's gay. How could you say that about them? You must be you must be the lowest. I need the fucking Boogie clip where he's saying, you're the lowest of the low. I need that clip. But you have all these people up on your pity pedestal, and you're just like, see how they hate you, see how they can't stand you and despise you. Oh my goodness, it's been like this for years. By the way, Star Wars fans are the worst. It's been like this for years. It's been like this forever. Yeah, because I really remember George Lucas talking about how the Star Wars fans back in 1985 had a real fucking racism problem. The Star Wars fans in 1991 had a real racist problem. The Star Wars fans in the prequel era had a real fucking racism problem, didn't they? I remember it all. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm surprised I survived that fucking civil rights movement in Star Wars. God damn, dude. Let's all remember the greatest filmmaker of all time didn't like Hollywood. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. There's a reason that George held firm for as long as he did, because fuck Hollywood. That's why. What Disney are paying Boyega to say this stuff must be a lot of money for a black person. That's a lot of money for that's a lot of money for a person of color. That's how I need a dude. Boogie is the man of clips that keeps on giving. Honestly, uh, hoping to get the Old Republic Encyclopedia at some point. Just noticed it recently. They had is it a new print of the Old Republic? And is it a new item that they're putting out? Let me know, SWA. But anyway, man, I just had to get my shit off on that. And another thing, some more Star Wars fuckery that we got going on is this Star Wars. What was it called? Tales of the Underworld. Is that what it's called? Hold on, let me do a Google search. Oh yeah, Tales of the Underworld. Interesting. Yeah, so we're getting we're getting more Asajj Ventress. We're getting a more Asajj Ventress. We're getting Cad Bane. We're getting some Cad Bane, guys. I'm gonna read the synopsis. We're not gonna watch the trailer here because I don't want to put myself through that. I don't want to put myself through watching this nonsense on my screen. But I'm gonna read the synopsis. Its release date is on the fake Star Wars Day, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Didn't they come up with that shit? Didn't Disney come up with that? I don't remember George coming up with that at all, by the way. Enter the galaxy's dangerous underworld in this 6-episode journey through the experiences of two iconic villains, former assassin and bounty hunter Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane faces his past when he confronts an old friend, now a marshal on the opposite side of the law. Hold on, I'm gonna screen share this just for reference so people people can see what we're talking about on the replay. All right. Nobody wants a Cad Bane origin story. Who gives a fuck about Cad Bane? I don't care. I know something. Okay, bro. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Old Republic Encyclopedia. I'm gonna write that down. Who wants this show? I'll tell you who wants this show. Star Wars Theory wants it. Clone Wars fans wants it. Disney fans want this. They want this show. More Dave Filoni jacking off and stretching the time frame that is in between episodes 3 and 4. I mean, because if you're gonna tell me this is Asajj Ventress, that this is the Asajj Ventress, like after the Death Star blows up, you're gonna be like, I can't even get it straight because Dave Filoni has retconned her origin in his continuity several times now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at this. I'm just gonna play. We're not gonna listen to the volume of this, but okay. So we got Imperial troops. So it's during the time of the Empire, quote unquote, supposedly. Why does she have fucking hair? She looks so fucking cringe. I already don't like this animation version of Asajj Ventress with her colored eyes and everything. Bitch got white eyes in the original Clone Wars. Sorry, but that's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. George does. Bastard, you fucking ruined this logo for me, by the way, Disney. Is this supposed to be a Trandoshan? Is that a Trandoshan? Why is he so buff? Oh my god. Play, you bitch. Oh yeah, look at that. Like you said, bro, we're getting a Cad Bane origin story. Who gives a fuck about this character? And who the fuck gave this bitch Asajj Ventress a fucking yellow lightsaber too? Oh, who's the red? Oh, a red lightsaber. Is she fighting an Inquisitor? Inquisitor? Huh? Oh, it's a Jedi. She's gonna have an apprentice, everybody. Yeah. I never watched the trailer, so sorry guys if I went quiet because I've never seen this footage. And oh, holy fuck, this is so bad. Gunships. There's gunships though. Uh, and then Cad Bane's buddy arrests him, and then he has a vendetta. Get the fuck out of here. We're done with that. We're not gonna waste time on this. It's another stupid show by Dave Filoni, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I could care less about that. Star Wars series okay with canon Ventress's death being retconned because it's cool because he didn't like King Kiadamundi being retconned. No, yeah, he cried about Kiadamundi's retcon, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. Ventress training the new SJW Gary Sue order. Dude, I'm telling you, they're just making up new character. That's gonna be like their own what's that character from Rebels? Kanan? Kanan? Is that was his name? It's gonna be a no, whole nother like revamped Kanan and Ezra storyline. God, Dave Filoni he sucks, man. Dave Filoni sucks so bad. Yeah. Kanan. Yeah, dude. I'm so sick of this fucking StreamYard and not putting my screen how I want it. But yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck about Asajj Ventress. I don't give a fuck about Cad Bane. I don't give a fuck about any characters created during the Filoni, Rebels, and Clone Wars series shows. Disasters, if you will. I don't care about any of this. This is just another little attention thing for the Clone Wars fans. Because you got to remember, man, this is like stuff Filoni knows that the Clone Wars pocket of fans, his TCW fans, are going to flock to this. Even though Bad Batch did horrible in the numbers, if I'm not mistaken, but Bad Batch had horrible view counts. Gregor and Clovis from the Clone Wars. I hear you. I hear you, but I like there might be a couple concepts or like characters that you could say have like a draw to them, but at the end of the day, man, it's all fake Star Wars bullshit. It's all fake Star Wars, and I don't want no part in it. Tales of the Underworld. God damn. And that's who you get for the Underworld. Man, it wasn't Empire. Tales of the Empire was the last one they dropped after Tales of the Jedi, right? Yeah. Yeah. It should be called Dave Filoni should start calling these shows like oops, I forgot this. I forgot to add this. I forgot to make this. I forgot to show this. That's what these shows should be called. I forgot to put a wolf in this one. And I even watched a couple episodes from that Tales of the Jedi one, like with the Count Dooku shit, even though that's fake Count Dooku lore. Like the way that he looks like as a Jedi, I like Count Dooku with a blue lightsaber. I like that shit. I don't like him in the Clone Wars, but I like a Jedi version of Count Dooku that I've never seen before. I would love to see that in George's like a actual like look of him, if you will. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Pronoun Empire. Yep. Asajj Ventress is going to be choke holding some guy, and he's going to be like, "Why are you doing this?" And then he's looking to his buddy. He's like, "She's choking me," and then she like kills him, and she's like, "I'm a they." It's they instead of it's ma'am. It's they. Dooku should have had 30 more minutes of screen time in the prequel trilogy. I agree. I would have loved that. I would have liked to like a nice view of like maybe a scene where like Dooku acknowledges Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Phantom Menace. You know what I mean? Kind of like, oh, like if they're at the temple and then Dooku's there, he's like, oh, like if it isn't my former Padawan or something like that. I don't know how long Dooku left the order, but I know for a fact that would have been nice to see Dooku and Qui-Gon interact in like Phantom Menace or something. That would have been nice. It would have held the weight of Qui-Gon's death. The weight of Qui-Gon's death already had like, you know, it already felt like heavy as fuck as it was. We got attached to Qui-Gon quite a bit, like through the eyes of Anakin throughout the movie. But if we just got a little scene with like Dooku showing like some support or like what's the word? Admiration for Qui-Gon as like how far he's come as a Jedi Master, that would have been cool. That would have been nice. Barris kept on. Dude, who the fuck is Barris Offee? Barriss Offee is not a main character, but she got a fucking Inquisitor episode in the Tales of the Empire, and apparently she's not dead. Apparently she's coming back too. Apparently she's not dead. He was still in the Order in episode. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was. That's what I was guessing because I read the Phantom Menace novel. I read it 2 years ago, and I want to say, from what I can remember, Dooku's still a member of the Jedi Order in that during that time. Yeah, he left out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would have nice. I would have. It would have been nice to have seen like an interaction with them. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. Tales of the Underworld, straight in the garbage, trash. Don't want to see it. Even though some of the big Star Wars channels can't wait for it. They're like, "Yep, I'm good with it. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be good." But they're not fence riders, guys, and they're not shills. They're not shills or fence riders. They're just fans of Star Wars. They just want to see more Star Wars, right? Right? I hope you guys don't mind me going off, man. Like I've been bottling this up all day, and I couldn't help it. I would never grift and fucking spread hopium for something that has destroyed Star Wars as much as Disney has. I would never give them any of my money ever again. I haven't given them my money ever. That's why when Revenge of the Sith comes out in theaters, you guys should not go to the theater to go see it. I know it might be tempting. I know it might be nostalgic to go watch one of the best Star Wars movies in the theater again, like you did as a kid if you were around for the prequel era and you saw it in theaters as a kid and you want to relive that. But just think about what they've done, man. Just think about what Disney has done with this brand. Think about what Disney has done to Star Wars, okay? They've bastardized and fucking steal and cherry pick from the EU while decanonizing the EU as legends, mind you, saying they have no source material but picking and taking from it. Dave Filoni himself has said, "Oh, it's not important about people get caught up in the lore, but they just forget. We're trying to just forget about loving a great story." Like, even though you put out shit stories, even though you put out shit stories, you fucking queer. God, I hate Dave Filoni so fucking much. He is such a fucking queer. I still have the DVD for my uncle. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Go watch Revenge of the Sith at your friend's house. Whoever's buddy of yours has the biggest TV, go watch Revenge of the Sith there. Don't go to the theaters. Don't give Disney your fucking money. They have killed off your legacy characters. They said, Luke Skywalker, fuck him. Han Solo, fuck him. Han Solo got done dirty. Leia got done dirty. Fuck her. They all got done dirty. So fuck Disney for what they did to your characters, what they did to Star Wars, what they did to the legacy of George Lucas. I can't give them my money ever again. Speaking of fucking money, man, you guys catch the Nintendo Direct that just happened like literally a day ago? Or I'm sorry, 6 days ago, 6 days ago. If I'm a little late on that, but yeah. Yeah, I'll hold my fucking breath for that. I'll hold my fucking breath. Dude, I'm not a tangent. I'm trying to not go in on other YouTubers as of late, but it's really hard not to when you're such a fucking fence rider and you're a prominent defender of Disney content and you associate yourself with people that enjoy Disney content. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. Star Wars Theory has that guy, Den of Nerds. Josh from Den of Nerds is coming back. And this guy has said, oh, like Star Wars, I'm not good place with Star Wars right now because none of it's good. But I'd rewatch The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi for the first time if I could. That motherfucker got asked at the fucking panel that they had together, oh, like if you had to rewatch a Star Wars movie for the very first time, which one would you pick? And he honestly answered The Force Awakens or Last Jedi. And Theory looked at him like, are you serious? And he was like, oh, yeah. Like, I thought it was very interesting. Like, what? What? Go fuck off, dude. Go fuck off. Go sit on your fucking fence that's topped with a bunch of Grogu dolls and Mandalorian dildos. Go sit on that fence and ride it. all throughout the rest of your life, because I don't want you on this side at all. I really don't. Yeah. We're gonna get to that. That's a perfect segue. Nintendo Direct just happened some days ago, and uh Nintendo shills make me laugh. That's all. That's what I want to start this with. Nintendo shills make me laugh. They bitch and moan and cry about Nintendo, right? How Nintendo is such a unfair company, and the games are always sold for top dollar price at GameStop. There's never a sale for Nintendo games. Nintendo products are always marked up to the utmost dollar that they can squeeze out of you for them. And let me tell you another thing too. They've gone after creators and people like no other company has before when it comes to copyright infringement, people using Pokemon characters in a video or fan films or anything that has Nintendo-esque characters or Nintendo names. They go after you fucking hard. Nintendo goes in against creators and YouTubers with no fucking lube with a 12-inch fucking Donkey Kong slong. They really don't give a fuck about you. Nintendo had a direct recently, and they came out saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out. Basically, believe it or not, Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, and you can get the Nintendo Switch 2 for 450 smackaroonies, 450 clams, 450 bones, right? And I had a Switch of original Nintendo Switch. I had that console, and that console was cool. I'll give it that. The technology was nice, but it's just weird when Nintendo's selling you guys a Nintendo Wii with a tablet screen. It feels like the Nintendo Wii technology has never gone away. It's just been brought back in different ways. And the Nintendo Switch just feels like a really super computer upgraded version of the Nintendo Wii, right? And this new console that they're coming out with is $450. And you know what's something else too, dude? Nintendo games don't look that great. Nintendo video games are so like they look soft and pastelic, cozy, kiddish graphics, and they just don't hold up next to console or let alone even PC graphics. They don't. They look terrible. I remember playing The Witcher 3 on a Nintendo Switch, and The Witcher 3 looks awful on a Switch compared to a Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro back when that was going around. Nintendo Switch graphics are so shit looking. And I wanted to go ahead. I only have 3 videos. I'm not going to harp too long, guys. I'm going to keep this to a short stream too. We're not going to go over like an hour and a half. We're going to keep it under an hour and a half. Okay. Just mind you guys. All right. I got out my anger, so I feel a lot better, but we're still going to talk about this real quick. Nintendo has put out a trailer for the new Mario Kart that was part of the Direct. We got Mario Kart World coming out, and let's go ahead and take a look at Mario Kart World real quick, guys. Sure looks like the same fucking game they've been giving you for the last 20 years. That's what I want to start with. More than that, when did Mario Kart first came out? It came out on the 64, didn't it? And that was in the 90s. So yeah, 30 years that they've been giving you the same game. I had to get to where they started actually talking about the game. And you know what? I will also want to say real quick before I hit play again, aren't racing games such like a fucking cash grab? Like racing games. It's such a like tight focus type of game. You don't have to have all these open borders. Well, you obviously, right, for this one, they're like giving you the faux, like what's the word, like bumpers, like bowling, like when you go bowling and you have bumpers and you can't your ball doesn't get off the track. They're gonna have this like quote unquote open world for you to go around in, but there is gonna be barriers. You're not gonna be able to do whatever you want. It's gonna be open world within reason. All right.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Yeah, no shit, it's launching exclusively. We kind of all gathered that.
Welcome to this vast world.
Real quick, also too, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked, and there's the Water Tribe, and the Earth Kingdom in the middle. Sorry, I had to.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
So real quick, also too, I'm gonna keep stopping this because if Nintendo wants to flag me, go fuck yourself. They have all of these different locations and all these different tracks around the globe, right? But originally in the last Mario Kart that you could play on the Switch, all these locations are different locations and different terrains and different climates. They already are that. You just couldn't drive to them like back and forth, you know what I mean? You just select them at the menu and you can go to the ice castle, you can go to a desert area right here, the safari, you can go to a jungle area, you can go to Toad's Kingdom, you can go to Bowser's Castle and the lava. You have all these different locations, but now you can drive in between to different tracks. I bet you that's what it is.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Guys, it's gonna rain when you play Mario Kart. It's gonna rain. Don't get me twisted. Pause. Don't get me twisted. I like this. I like Mario Kart, but it's been the same game for years. I don't love Nintendo. I don't, my friend. I like Mario Kart. I like playing it with friends, but dude, fuck this. This is so funny to me.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere.
Virtually everywhere. Virtually where we tell you, you can drive where we tell you. It is not a free roam world.
In this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
You drive to the next course. See, told you.
At a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
So these are different game types.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Okay, so see, you need a special mode called free roam where you're not winning any trophies, you're not winning any accolades. You're just going to drive around for the fuck of it and do fuck all and nothing, okay?
Drive wherever your heart takes you.
If you want to drown yourself in the river.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
Photo mode. Everyone fucking freak the fuck out. All right. I think that's all I need to say about that. I'm not going to be clipped and be like exactly. Free roam $5 exactly, pause. Cameras. It's all going to be part of the limited Mario Kart World Battle Pass. Oh my gosh. This is another part of the Nintendo Direct that fucking grinded the last year that I had for this fuck this company, dude, by the way. If I haven't said it already, fuck this company. Look what they did right here.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive.
I'm sure glad that I kept my Nintendo GameCube and all the fucking games that I bought on that console for this very fucking reason right here, okay? This very reason right here is why I keep all my old games and all my consoles.
To Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001.
And I still have the original GameCube from 2001. Yeah, I went ahead and gave myself like a new laser. I paid for a new laser to put in it so it could, keep reading discs, because that's usually what goes out is the disc reader light inside the console. But yeah, man, works just fine, and I still play classics to this day. Every holiday gathering with my brother and my cousins.
Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cart.
Yeah, of course, Wind Waker. Yep, got that on the console already. But here, you can pay another I guarantee you it's $50, $60 to get a digital copy of this game on the Switch 2. Like, how much fucking money does this company need, man? And what a Soul Calibur 2, I got that already on the original Xbox, but pay another $50 to have it on your Switch 2 console with you, you fucking schmuck. F-Zero GX, I never played that one. Wasn't a fan.
Controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
This is part of the draw for this, by the way. Pay double for a game that you owned back like 20 years ago, but we revamped the controller. You can map your own buttons to the controller, guys. Isn't that a great feature? Go fuck yourself.
Customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future.
Oh my god, Luigi's Mansion, guys. Luigi's Mansion. I can't wait to play Luigi's Mansion, even though it's sitting there on my fucking shelf. Oh my god.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. Launch it.
Plus expansion pack. Oh my, holy fuck. How much money are you guys really going to drop on this when you buy this? Because this doesn't sound like a good deal.
The same day as the hardware original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch.
Exclusively. Whole lot of exclusives and expansions, and my brain hurts. No, Luigi's Mansion is great. Luigi's Mansion is great, dude. I love that fucking game. That's a great game. And I'm looking to the right of me, and I see it right there on my shelf, right there. Because I kept it. Yeah. But fuck Nintendo. And this only last thing on the fucking Nintendo agenda. Last video. Okay. This is the last one, and then we're gonna be done about talking about Nintendo. Right here. This right here was a ballsy thing for them to put out. I didn't expect them to do this, but yeah, corporate greed, Nintendo's greed is lovely showing right now in all this direct. And there's Nintendo shills that are clapping and like seals for this. I can't believe it.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system.
Yeah, because you own the copy of the game once you pay the money for it, right? That's the whole deal behind physical copies. You own the copy. You do what you want with the copy of the game now that you have it. That's the whole concept of physical media. It's mine. You can't have it. You can't make me repay for it. Nintendo's great at this. I keep saying it. I can't fucking stop beating the fucking issue down. But Nintendo wants you to pay for Luigi's Mansion for every time they release a new console. They don't want you to be able to play it on the old console. You have to buy it again. That's how these games get milked for decades, is because they want physical media to die and digital copies to take over the industry.
You want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual
Here's our idea.
Game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Okay, yeah, you buy it on the digital store. We all know that.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
So this sounds like owning a copy of a game, but with like added extra steps, multiple added extra steps.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one.
Look at that right here. An internet connection. Read this down here. I know my pause button is fucking up down here, but in a bubble it says an internet connection is required only when loading or ejecting. Okay?
And load it onto the second.
I don't need this fucking internet connection when I have a physical copy, when I have the game card. Okay? When I have the game physical copy, I don't need an internet connection. I just load it up and it's ready to go. That's the whole point of it.
Now you can play this game on the second system, wherever and with virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
Because fuck it if you get to share your games with a friend.
Local communication with your second system is required.
Local connection. You can't take it far away from where you have the game registered or it's stealing. You know, they're stealing our game. They dropped $80, but they're stealing our game.
But only the first time.
Only the first time. That's I don't believe that. I feel like that's going to be a loophole that they work through. Here we go. Up to 8 Nintendo account users connected together into a family group. Mind you, family group members.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
You want to share games? How about all these fucking 50 extra steps to share a game that we say that you can share your game if you do it like this, if you do it how we say you do it.
Game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
Internet connections required for all of this, mind you.
And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will...
And there's a time... And there's a fucking time limit. Bro, I'm letting you guys know right now, my copy of Zelda Breath of the Wild is at a friend of mine's house, and she's had that copy for like 5 months. And I haven't fucking asked for it back, but I know where my game is because I'm not fucking retarded. Digital copies and lending and family groups and time limits on digital games being... Oh, holy fuck. Oh my god, this feels like a fucking, like, what's that word? There's a word like an Orwellian, like different kind of universe that I've stepped into. This is so retarded.
Automatically return to you, making digital games even easier to use. Virtual game card.
Virtual game card. You pay for the game, quote unquote. You can lend it out, quote unquote, with internet connection to specific people in a family group that you I can't even get through this. A family group that you select, and they can only have one copy of the digital virtual card in each time, and it's a limit of 14 days. Get the fuck out of here. Virtual game card. Be happy and be excited for this. Hold on. I want to scroll down and let's see some comments. I like the implication that there are still people out there playing 1 and 2 Switches. I think the Mii's being... everyone's just talking about the Mii's, like the Wii people, the Wii avatars. Now I can beg my friends to play the games they've had for years. I'm so glad Nintendo is finally implementing a form of game sharing. It's called handing the fucking copy to your friend. Let us load them out remotely. If I have family members away for college, for example, it would still be nice to be able to loan out the games if they're in our family group. I hope after all this, you continue to make physical games for people who enjoy them more than digital altogether. Yeah, don't hold your fucking breath, dude. Nintendo thinks we all live in Japan where everyone is close together. It's an 11-hour drive from Texas to visit my nephew. I like how the games automatically return to the owner after the due date. Fucking, oh my God. Nintendo shills. Nintendo fucking shills. Nintendo shills. Nintendo weirdos are happy for this, man. Oh my God. Well, can't remember the last time I paid for using my Switch. Me either, bro. It's over there on my shelf in its box. I just put it in the box. I don't even play it right now. I've got so much other shit going on. Wanted to get a Switch at some point. Now I don't know. Well, dude, get the old console. Get the old Switch console. Or the new one. It has a cartridge space for physical copies. Yeah, don't hold your breath if they're gonna do physical copies much longer, though. Oh my gosh. Fuck you, StreamYard. I gave up on Nintendo when they released the Wii. Yeah, my parents got me and my brother a Wii for Christmas when the year after it came out, and we were still hyped about it because we were a little poorer. We had 4 kids and my own surviving on my father's one income, so we had to wait a little bit later for everyone else what everyone else had. But still, man, it was amazing to play the Wii. It was like I never played anything like virtual reality, and it was in 2007 when I got that. So it's pretty fucking retarded, dude. The time limit shit is ballsy. That's fucking nuts. I remember owning the physical property of Nintendo games. Good times. I still own physical copies. Nintendo took games off of like the Wii U market. There's certain games for the Wii U that no one can ever get ever again. Like if you have a Wii U that has particular games on it, like downloaded to it with no internet access connected, that way Nintendo doesn't know that you have it. Those Wii U consoles go for money. If you like, it's like almost like when Flappy Bird was the thing on the cell phones. Like you sell a smartphone that has Flappy Bird on it, like you could get some money because that was a game that no one could ever play ever again. Welcome to Bizarro World Nintendo. Hopefully this ends up being the Wii U of Nintendo Switch. That's exactly what I was just saying. Thank you, George. Good to see you, by the way, man. Play the same Mario and Zelda game over and over again. I'll stick with Doom Dark Age. Dude, Doom Dark Ages looks so fucking sick. It looks so sick, dude. Oh my God. I can't wait for Doom Dark Ages. I just got done replaying Doom from 2016, and then I played Doom Eternal. Those games are great. Those games are fucking great. Not this bullshit. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about Nintendo at the tail end of this because fuck Nintendo. They're a really greedy corporation. And this the time I didn't even mention it during all the other clips, but the price point for the games for the Switch 2, I think what is it, $80 for games. That's insane. $80 for a video game just opens the door, and I've already heard stupid motherfuckers bring it up and everyone's talking about it, but that opens the door right there. Nintendo's just like, oh, don't mind if I do. We'll go ahead and say they got to pay $80 for these games. These fucking retards will pay for it. These Nintendo shills, our servant slave people that we are masters over. They'll pay $80 for a game. I don't know, dude. If it could be 90, but I've been seeing $80 floating around the most, so it could be 90, it could be 80. Either way, going over $60 for a game is ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure games for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are 70 now. Like brand new, the games are $70 now. They have been for a while, like the last 4 or 5 years. But $80 for a video game when it's on a Nintendo console. You're going to pay for Mario Kart. You're going to pay for the new Mario Kart $80 just because it's the same fucking game you've been playing forever. I know I have. I like Mario Kart. I play that game with friends, like I said, but I'm not paying $80 for the same game that we've been getting for years. Fuck no, I'm not. $80 for Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong game. I'm not a Nintendo shill, man. I'm not a Nintendo stan. Nintendo is on the bottom of my totem pole when it comes to games that I've enjoyed as a child and as a teenager and now as a young adult. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Nintendo is peak over many other different franchises and properties out there. I do not feel that way. Yeah, $80 for Mario Kart in 2025. That's the world we live in. And you're going to pay for a digital copy and you're going to like it. And you can't share it with none of your friends. I haven't bought a PS5 game since Spider-Man 2. I don't care anymore, but Doom Dark Ages will be an exception. Yeah, dude, Doom's going to be a great, amazing. Yes, Doom is amazing. Those guys know what the fuck they're doing. Nintendo is my number one. It has the greatest game of all time, Zelda Breath of the Wild is a good game, dude. It's a very good game. I do enjoy the game, but I beat it once. I haven't gotten back to it because it doesn't draw me in. Like games that I grew up playing like Halo and Gears of War. I was an Xbox kid. Those games right there, man, like those are some of the peak fire of back in my day. Holy fuck, I'm turning into an old man back in my day. Yeah, used to be. I liked Sega. I liked Sonic the Hedgehog. Sega was my Nintendo. Sega games are where it was at, man. Sega Genesis was my console, like as a wee lad. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed this, man. I just wanted to come in here and talk some shit. The John Boyega shit is fucking retarded. Fuck John Boyega. He's a fake Star Wars fan. I don't ever want to hear him say Han Solo is my favorite character. Oh, Finn could have been Mace Windu's son. I don't want to hear that. He's soiled it. John Boyega has soiled everything that has to do with Star Wars fans now with this one, even though he's part of fake Star Wars. The people of the Disney films, if you're fans of that shit, you should be pissed off at John Boyega. I don't give a fuck because it's not my franchise. Disney Star Wars is not my franchise right now, honestly. But yeah, John Boyega, he's just stepped in shit with the statements that he made. Star Wars, Tales of the Underworld, that looks like dog shit. Even Bad Batch looked more exciting, like action-wise, versus that bullshit. I'm not gonna watch this fake Asajj Ventress with a cancer wig and a fucking piss saber flying around the galaxy, looking for a young boy to indoctrinate into her fake Force lore. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And fuck Nintendo. Nintendo can blow me. And people that shill for Nintendo, you can blow me too. Cause I'm a fan of Geeks and Gamers, right? I watch them religiously, but they got a few people in their camp that are just shilling and going a little too fucking hard for this Nintendo Direct shit and overlooking a lot of things because they're just clapping like seals for this. And those motherfuckers can go hop on a Nintendo dick. They can go fuck themselves too, honestly. I grew up playing Sega Genesis. My dad kept his and all the games, so I played a lot of the Alex the Kid, Sonic 2, Shining Force. Yeah, dude, Sonic the Hedgehog was my shit. Maximum Carnage. I still have my original Maximum Carnage red copy on my shelf as well. Loved the Spider-Man games for Sega. There was a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I just loved Sega. Virtua Fighter was a great one as well. Yeah, man. Yeah. Boyega just alienated himself from anyone defending it. Yep. Alienation from the defense of Finn and alienation on from Disney ever probably putting him in a movie now. Well, I don't know. This was probably that I could probably backtrack that because this statement coming out about him attacking fans and calling fans racist, that sounds like a playbook from Disney that they give to their actors that are people of color, and they're like, now just know that you're gonna have to come out and go against the fans, but we're gonna give you these Disney bucks. We're gonna give you $3 million Disney dollars, and it's gonna be good at any participating Disney World. Streets of Rage on Sega. Yeah, dude, exactly. Shining Force is a good one, man. Ray! Finn was such an important character. Ray! I can't wait to know what Finn does. Ray! The fuck out of here, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fuck Disney Star Wars. Fuck Filoni Star Wars. Fuck Nintendo. That's honestly what I wanted to cover, guys. We're probably going to go ahead and wrap the stream up. I really appreciate you guys hopping in here for this solo tirade stream. There is no unlimited tirade tonight. Me and the boys are going to be coming back to you guys next week, April the 10th. I want to say we're going to be coming back on April 10th for episode 7 of Unlimited Tirade. We will be discussing the aftermath of Attack of the Clones, all the stuff in between. We're going to touch on Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, building up to Revenge of the Sith for April 24th. That will be the Revenge of the Sith anniversary special stream that we do, Unlimited Tirade episode 8, guys. Do not miss out on those ones. Catch me on Monday for Hangout with Your Floppy. If you guys missed the last Hangout with Your Floppy stream, the replay is available in the playlist tab on the YouTube channel page. So that's all the announcements that I wanted to get out to you guys. Really appreciate you guys hopping in. Like I said, as always, it's good to see you guys in here in the chat. SWA, shout out to you. Shout out to Pause, aka Darth Luke. Shout out to you, man. And it's really good to see all of you guys in here when I just got to get some shit off my chest. If you guys are watching this during the replay of this stream in particular, please give us a follow, give us a like, share the video, share the stream, and leave a comment if you feeling ballsy. You guys want to discuss, you guys want to disagree with something, please check that out. I respond to everything. Sorry, I was reading a text message and I got sidetracked. But Floppy is under. Hey, man, thank you. Floppyism. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a rebrand. We got a rebrand coming. But yeah, appreciate the kind words, man. Go check out all the streams. They're in playlists available on the YouTube channel. And I'm out. I'm gone. Okay. I gotta go fuck off and go do some shit. So I'm out. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much.
The war is over. Lord Sidious promised us peace. The only one.
Surely you can do better. You don't know the power of the dark side. I find your lack of faith disturbing.